All right, my loves, we are going to do some powerful alchemy work today. And we're going to take every criticism that you've ever received about who you are, about what you're doing here, about the way you look, about the work that you're doing here, your creations, and we're going to alchemize that and transmute that into power. And we're going to do that through remembering, and we're going to do that in the present moment, and we're going to do that through movement, my loves. Okay? So if you're watching this, I want you to get up and I want you to start moving. Okay? And I want you to remember that anytime someone criticizes you, okay? And what you want to pay attention to is, do they ever compliment you? Do they ever boost you up? Do they ever say how amazing your work is? Or is it only ever critical, right? Do they love you when you are on top, when you're succeeding, when you're having the time of your life? Or do they only love you when you're down or wounded or in a dark or hurt place? Pay attention to that, because that tells you a lot about who someone is in your life, okay? And it's always about what's going on within them. And so I want us to remember that, okay? And that's why it's so important not to take this personal, but also not to take it on as our truth. And the other thing that I want you to remind you of, and please do reach out to me if you want more information on this, is mirror work. And it's going to the mirror and it's looking into your own eyes and it's remembering the truth of who you are, the truth of your spirit, the truth of your heart, the truth of your soul, okay? Especially when there's so many projections from the outside world telling us something different, my loves. Go to the mirror. Remember who you are, okay? And so, we're just gonna move a little bit. And if anything has happened to you recently where you've had a criticism, you've taken it on as yourself, as truth of yourself, a projection of you, a projection onto you where you keep playing out an old, unhealed version of yourself, pay attention to that, okay? Because people feed off of that. They love to feel like they have power or control over you, my loves. But when you remember that the power lives in your hands, when you remember how powerful you are in your human form, in your human essence, as a spiritual being here, with the power to absolutely create your reality and that which you desire to experience here, you will know that all of these things are lessons and they're teachers and they're helping you transmute and alchemize and shift this energy, okay? So for all of you women out there who are watching this, I want you to put the power back in your hands, okay? And for men too who have experienced this, and taken it on as your own. Like, it's time to release all of that, my loves, okay? And so what we're gonna do is just anything that might be coming up that you're like, yeah, that criticism, that energy that was sent my way, that whatever, like wherever you feel that in your body. For a lot of us, we hold it in our sacral center, especially as women, okay? So we just wanna move that. Move that area of the body where you're feeling it. Maybe it's your neck, maybe it's your shoulders. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, I send all this energy back to sender. I return all this energy back to where it came from. And or I transmute it into a higher light. This is not mine, and I will not take this on as mine, okay? And then you remember who you are, and you also, as you're letting that go, you decide if it is right for you to stay engaged in that environment with that person, with those things that hold you in an old version of yourself. What is it time to fully let go, or who or what location or what space is it time to fully let go of, okay? Or to have a different dynamic in how you show up to that friendship or that relationship or that workplace or whatever it might be, okay? Because again, the power is in your hands. And so many times we take on those criticisms, those projections, instead of transmuting it into our power, into something that is sexy and radiant and just saying that's their own insecurities. And I absolutely know who I am, my loves, okay? And here's the thing is that people that you don't know out in the world, they're probably gonna compliment you and they're probably gonna see who you are and tell you, oh my gosh, you're so this, you're so radiant, you're so beautiful, you move mountains when you speak or whatever it is, okay? Those are the people that are seeing your true essence. Got it? And yes, we do not need outside validation. Part of our journey here is knowing that we don't need outside validation. But pay attention to what people see in you when you're out in the world. And it's usually the ones that have the confidence within themselves, that are leaders or are maybe a couple steps ahead of you, that can see what also lives in you. Okay, so when someone can see the love and the beauty and the glory that lives within them, then they can also see that in another. And many times those people speak life into other people, okay? So a huge reminder here of that, my loves, okay? You deserve to have people speaking life into you, but also to speak life into your own life. So again, we're taking all those criticisms lodged in the body and we are moving that out of your field today, getting back to the truth of who you are right now, showing up in that alignment, in that embodiment, or maybe even saying, you know what? I still have some work to do. I don't feel in alignment right now. Okay, cool. Right? It's why I do the work that I do with the clients that I work with, to help get them into their highest self, to help get them into that full alignment. Got it? And so, my loves, remembering who you are, go to the mirror after this and look at yourself and say, this is who I am. I know the power that lives within me. I know what I'm here to do. Or I know the challenges that I have right now. And I also know that the capacity to rise above them lives within me. Got it? Okay. And so, my loves, just allow that, allow your heart to come alive. Allow the fire within you to come alive, letting go and shedding and transmuting and just letting that out of your body, because it was never about you to begin with. Remember that, okay? And when a beautiful woman walks into a room, there's a lot of people that get uncomfortable, okay? Or a lot of people that maybe have, some thoughts or things to say or whatever. And it's never about you, okay? And you get to smile and wink and be in your radiance and be in your glory and do all that stuff, regardless of what the people around you are doing or saying or acting like or any of that. Okay, so just bringing all the power back to you. So just saying, I call all my power back to me now. And I send any of that energy back to that person. Got it? Okay. And just remembering too that you are in God's hands, right? And you are made in the image of this amazing creation and this amazing creator, and that you are here to live a life truly beyond your wildest dreams. And you get to create that, and you get to cultivate that, and you get to go after that, my loves, okay? And so allow your beauty to shine without dimming it, without numbing it, without any of those things. allow you to be fully you and to remember what you came here for, who you are, and to send all this goodness and richness out into the world. So my intention is that this boosted you, this lifted you, it cleared out some of that stuff that you've held on to that is so not true about the truth of who you are. Got it? And just allowing yourself to live your life accordingly. As always, I would love to hear from you. Comments, questions, insights below. If you do want some one-on-one work to dive deeper into this stuff, or you just feel like the voices in your head are critical and they're not yours, or maybe they are yours, but it's time to shift that. And it's time to just remember what is totally here for us, what is here for every single one of us to claim and to choose and to step into. And it's life, and it's healing, and it's health and wellness, and it's being the greatest version of you, okay? And sending that out into the world today.